Does it frustrate you that your entire rookie class is pegged as a group of dudes that without forward facing sonar, you couldn't catch a bass?
It kind of is. You know what? I take it as I don't take it personal, not at all. I figure somebody if somebody really cares enough and they're following me, everybody knows back home that's not what I come from. Everybody back home would tell you he's like, yes, can he catch him on it? Is that a tool that betters him as an angler? It absolutely, but I love going back, fishing dirty water, flipping laydowns, getting shallower. I hope you can never see my boat. That's the deal at home. If the water's somewhat high, if you see me in a day, you're doing good. Like I'm so far back up in that stuff. So far, I mean, I love that stuff. That's what I eat up. And so that's one thing, I don't let it bother me. I mean, it is unfortunate, there's some people that rely on it more than others. I mean, it's just part of it. But I love just being able to be versatile. That's kind of how I've been my whole kind of trying to learn is being versatile, always being able, no matter where I can go, is try to cut a check. That's kind of my goal. I mean, smallmouth, everybody's like, oh, active target smallmouth, you got it. I'm like, dude, I don't know. Like I went up to St. Lawrence last time and placed 88. So I was like, it kind of, I was like, hurt my soul. I mean, I was out there throwing a jig on smallmouth, scoping around. Like I didn't know what I was doing. I was out there just trying to get them to bite, and I figured out how to get them to bite the jig. But I mean, I didn't know I could have just thrown this little thing and they'd have just, ate it. I didn't know that. And it's just the little stuff. I have so much to learn. I mean, I was out there. This is how I had to catch them. So I would see one, and I'm like, all right, I'll throw my jig on his head, and he would follow it down and never eat it. I was like, okay, we're going to have to switch something up. So I would somehow sneak attack these bass. I would see them swimming, and I would throw my jig because the water's so clear. I would throw it like 20 foot way out in front of them where they couldn't see it. And I'd watch them, and I'd keep a mark on where my jig was, and I'd keep letting them swim, and they'd swim like a bedding fish almost, and they'd swim. And finally, when they'd get over it, I would just like pop it on the bottom or something. Then they would like stop, and they would look down, and I would just like inch, and they would come down and eat it. That was the only way I could get them to bite it. But just little stuff like that I could find and realize how I get these fish to bite it is special to me. That's what I want to learn as an angler, is just how to tease fish into biting it, and it's pretty cool. You get to tease something in their natural habitat to bite something that's not real. I love it.
Where do you personally think? What do you think the future of forward facing sonar is in competition specifically? Do you think we'll see
Absolutely.
changes?
I mean, I think we'll see changes. I feel like, I don't know if I'm hitting it on the head here. I mean, of course, there's, to kind of suit everybody's boat. There's got to be something to happen where there's not like over, everybody at some point, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, and that's just part of it. But I mean, it's still not gonna. There's too much money out there in it, and it's such a good product that you can realize how fish move, how they work. Yes, it's going to make them tougher to catch because everybody can catch those fish that hadn't been usually pressured in a little while. But another thing about it, if they just limited to one or two, to kind of meet everybody's good to go, type of thing, instead of everybody running, like 5 transducers. People get upset. I understand it. I get it. Everybody wants to see an old-fashioned shootout, which I mean, I understand it, but it's definitely not as easy as what it looks. But if we could just meet a happy medium with everybody, limit it to one or two of any choice, wherever you want to put it. Each boat you can have up to 2, or you can have up to 1, just something like that to kind of float everybody's boat. I think would be a good start. I mean, I don't want to be a opinionated person or anything else like that, but I feel like that would kind of meet everybody. I mean, it's not going to be one thing where it's not going to just stop, but it almost can't. It's so good, if you understand it and everything else like that. And it's a really cool product just to kind of see them. I love it. It's intriguing to me because I get to see a fish in their natural habitat, get to see how they line up, get to see how they set up, get to see how they swim, how they react to different baits, different colors. There's so much that's good with it that some people, might not see, but it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing product. So, I mean, there's going to be changes, but I hope it's for the best. I hope everybody meets a happy medium, and everything goes good, really.
If it went away, would you be panicked?
No,
I didn't
not
think
really.
so.
That's no, I really wouldn't. I mean, I have